Hello, Wolfpack, this is Blaze Gaming, and welcome to a game called Hand of Fate 2. This is a, how do I put it, roguelike, roguelike game, but told through cards. Don't really know
If you fail to
better.
take tokens with you, you will lose the opportunity to open new cards. Even so, too many tokens can weigh you down and make your challenges harder.
But, regardless, it's hard to really explain, but I probably should be reading this. Frustration rises in Lear's voice. The Empire doesn't care if a few farmers lose some sprouts, but drop a corpse on the Royal Road, and the place will be filled with soldiers before you've even spent the coin. We don't need that trouble. Now quiet, here they come. You soon spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing their wares to the market. The thieves fell the tree into the path of the unsuspecting farmers and leap out, weapons brandished. Give us all your food. You draw your weapon, a practiced skill. Well, you hear the leader's voice. You lads handle this, I'll meet you when you're done. Yeah, so it's kind of like a roguelike, but it's like a card thing, so you progress by moving through cards. And then there's like fighting sequences. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's like you just fight. There you go. And on the bottom, it'll kind of tell you what you're facing against. So in this case, you were facing against. Oh, I was facing against 4 thieves, and showed in the bottom. The farmers fumbled in their haversacks in gratitude. Thank you, adventurer. I'm sure that after they took our food, they would have taken our lives as well. You gain 2 fame. Ooh, and 7 food. Plus 5 food. Ooh. You fall on the food with a sigh, shoveling bread in your mouth to quell your hunger. Your satisfaction lasts only a moment before you realize your father's amulet is not among the taking. The leader must still have it. You set to your feet, determined to find him. So now if I look, so yeah, it's like I move among these cards, and what I move to determines the story. And it's like randomly shuffled every single time. Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumph over a prone lizardman. Let's follow the parade. The parade ends in the town square. You watch as villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club and gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if she would like a turn. Yeah, we'll join in. Yes. Bring the club down with a thunderous crack that silences the crowd. As the statue splits open, they erupt in a boisterous roar. Coins and sweets flow freely from the huge cavity you created. Got 2 fame? I'm fine with that. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. Any of these is actually just fine. Take some food. Food would have been nice, but scramble to gather the bounty that I unleashed. Would you like try to gather more? Yeah, might as well. There we go. That's all I wanted. Because if I run into a shop,
Time passes and things change.
oh yeah, and
The
like
advances
through
of the Empire
time,
march on.
if you don't have
Mystery and
food,
magic falls
I
further
think
into
you
darkness,
lose life.
yet
But if you
death
have food,
stalks the streets of the city.
if you have food, you consume it to gain health back. So it's kind of, you gotta balance stuff out. A pall of smog casts the city in a dull gray light as you navigate the narrow streets and back alleys of Iron Peak. Beware the Prince of Poison, calls the young boy in a short-brimmed cap, and he hands out leaflets to the passing crowd. You stop to read a discarded parchment sodded by the damp that clings to the cobblestone. Prince of Poison strikes again. Another mass poisoning in the back streets of Lowtown. Mayor raises reward to 500 gold. A boy approaches as you finish reading. If you really hope to be safe, you'd best protect yourself. I have just a thing, and at a bargain price. Go to the marketplace. The Iron Peak Marketplace is large enough to house many stalls. As you wander through, you note many vacancies. Few people seem to choose the risk of shopping in such a public place these days, and those that do never linger for long. In a quiet corner of the market, you find a desperate man attempting to sell an unusual assortment of oddities. He picks up a statue of a three-headed creature, saying, "The statue of healing spirits from the distant kingdom of Duntia is exactly what you need to survive the next attack by the Prince of Poison." Well, that's about prices. You ask how much gold each item costs, but he seems reluctant to name a price. "Whatever you think it's worth," he said with a nervous smile. Just holding the small metal figure makes you breathe easier and fills your limbs with fear. "Sorry, stranger," the stall owner says, but suddenly packing up the rest of his wares. "I stole those from a particularly vengeful warlock. His magic prevents me from just throwing them away. Good luck with that one." The man kicks the table over and flees down a back alley. You lose sight of him in the gloom and decide to abandon this godforsaken town. You leave the troubled town of Iron's Peak with the impression that you've yet not seen all that it has to offer. And here we go. Buy some equipment. Take the soldier's sword.
Is that your choice? Really?
Yes, really. Then we'll actually sell equipment. Oh, wait. That goes inventory. I don't think this is... Yeah, this isn't heavy. So yeah, that's fine. I don't see need to buy food. Leave. Go here. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. It's a goblin, dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath, a filthy fox belt serving as an ill-fitted wig. Goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. "Aha! I've been roaming for hours trying to find you. You must get this over with quickly if I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise." It lowers the sack from its shoulders. "Now from within my sack, I can conjure whatever your heart desires." Goblin voice trails off as he examines his sack. "Well, I could, if there wasn't a blooming great big hole in it." His head disappears entirely into the bag until his bulbous nose protrudes from the breach. A new plan, then. The goblin pulls out his last trinkets. Ooh. Ooh, both of these would be good. Think I'll take. I need 7 fame for that. I don't need fame for this, so we'll take the shield. And we'll equip it. A wise choice. Now I must go. There are many others I must visit before I can rest. The goblin runs off into the night, his foxwing flapping in the evening breeze. Yeah, that'll do fine. I'll go here. Royal Road. So, 4 thieves. A trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers leads you to the thieves who had stolen your amulet. It seems their infighting has only gotten worse. Bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence, the leader implores. Whoever heard of a thief talking about fair share? Spits one. You turn up and boss us around. We've barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed someone. Days! The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I do love to continue this discussion regarding stabbing, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, "Keep me alive and there'll be plenty of gold for your trouble." We'll tell him gold cannot replace the amulet. He holds up a finger. First rule of negotiation. Never let them know what you want. For my associates, I will gladly return your amulet. Ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades and mug you. Leader hurries away to hide. Give us your stuff or we'll stab you, growls one of them. Consider your options. We're fighting them. Draw your weapon and prepare to deal with the miscreants. Okay, it's 1v4. I like those odds. That's like, I feel pretty well equipped with this setup. Alright, it's one down. Three down. That's 4 down. When the battle solved, the thief leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. The name is my Eclipse, Bard Extraordinaire. His smile fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hands in surrender. Wait, let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes, only for a greater good. Oh, really? They were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look. He pulls out an amulet from his pocket and presses it into your hand. All is forgiven, yes? You stare at the amulet. It does not look familiar. Oh? Eclipse says, scratching his head. He opens a small satchel. So, which one is yours? Which one do I want to pick? Do this one. The eager amulet. That suits you. Very similar facial structures. Say, you know what? I'm lonely. You're lonely. We should work together. We should probably get to know one another, seeing as we are going to be friends for life. McClapsy says, tell me, where are you from? Once it loads. It's kind of like character creation stuff, somewhat. I've already done all this. Just like that, we'll finish. I've already done character creation for this game, so don't need to do it again. From the Eastern Belt, eh? You don't say. Good sorts from the Eastern Belt. Very trusting. Oh, by the way, we're friends. Owe money to Figness of the Thieves Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should join into Meyerbridge together to appease him. Some gold might help. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. Eclipse eyes a pretty trader hiking up the road. So, it'd be best if you get the gold and I meet you there. So then a new set of cards show up and we travel through these.
In my day, thieves kept
The
their
Market Bazaar
distance.
is a hive of activity. Traders from across the land call out past pirates to sell their wares. As sun beats down on the crowded street, pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. The thief is nimble, but you manage to gain on them as they negotiate the crowd. With the thief almost at arm's reach, they knock over a barrel of apples in an attempt to hinder you. Then there is some dice stuff. Oh, perfect.
Well done.
You leap over the rolling
Continue
apples
to
and tackle the
impress.
thief to the ground. I got 2 fame. That's nice. The thief struggles to break free. If you let me keep these here items and let me go, of course, I'll let you in honestly. Now we're gonna do that, because he stole gold from me and I need gold. Alright, you saw it. Keep your darn stuff. Thief mutters as they drop your belongings to the ground. Because I do need gold.
Here we begin to see the potential of cards based around.
The last
fate.
raider have
If you can
destroyed our
force them
village,
from
the
your
elder
deck
explains.
and
We have
into your
not
hands,
of value to steal,
You can
mine.
begin to exploit
I feel
their power.
They now attack us for sport. Let me give you some advice, he continues. Preparation is key to victory. Never begin a quest without first stacking the deck in your favor. Holy smokes. Looks at you through pale eyes. May your deeds of greatness ever regaled in song and told in tale. May you ever be remembered. Holy fame.
They've not but contempt for you.
Trespass
I
on
do
no
not
much
understand
ground,
why
human.
you would have
Voice
anything
calls
to do
out
with
as a
them.
dozen small creatures leap from the trees around you. Penalty for this transgression is death. Make peace with your God. 6 gnomes. I think those were goblins, though. Don't know why they called them gnomes. But 6 of them, that should be fine. Yeah, that's a lot more than 6. This is annoying. This is annoying. We're halfway done with them, though, so. There we go. Yeah, I just gotta punt them. Makes sense. The battered gnomes pick themselves up from the battlefield and approach you cautiously. Alright, the penalty for this transgression is no longer death. We'd like to parley. We seek arms to defend ourselves, a gnome declares loudly. Hand over some of your equipment, and we'll release you. You're gonna be paid something. I'll give you some food for a helmet, one of the small folks. Share the secrets of this land for a ring. Do I have stuff I can give? Not really. Yeah, I actually can't give them anything. Go over here. Walking through a shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stops to greet you. For centuries, I've helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Is there anything that may help you with your journey? Gold. No amount of gold will satisfy a mortal, but if that's what you wish, her ancient voice falters on the words, as if long unused. Well, gold helps because I need gold. You arrive at Marebridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. You find Eclipse pursuing a section of cheeses by the market. Ah, if it isn't my good friend, the adventurer. Did you bring the gold? Phineas has arranged to meet at the graveyard. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for its seclusion or for easy body disclosure. Phineas greets Eclipse with a sly grin. Looks like you turned up after all, and with a lackey in tow. You had our doubts, you know. 4 of greed anarchists. Phineas cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well now, Eclipse, convince me. What's to stop me cutting off your head today? You reveal your gold as Eclipse scrunches in his pockets for some. The skimpy satchel of coins lands in Figno's feet with a clink that echoes in the dead silence of the cemetery. Things didn't go quite as planned, Eclipse says, worrying obviously in his voice. It's tough times all over. The purse strings are tighter than ever. I'm sorry, Mal. Phineas grins. The guild boss can't allow debts to go unpaid, especially from a heretic like you. Oh, that's a lot of people. That's fine. That's fine. What's the worst that can happen? Alright. Should be a final fight, but... Oh, it's 1. So there's 5. Then, depending on what weapon you have, there's like combos you can do if you land a certain amount of hits without taking damage. And I had mine, but I lost it. So close. And we'll use the ability. And he's dead. Easy enough. Maclip scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with someone savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come, let's discuss our partnership over an ale or two. And I believe that is the storyline. As you see, there is multiple storylines that you have to complete. But that'll do it for this episode. If you do enjoy this content and would like to see more, please drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.